What's up, YouTube? It's Wi-Fi Memory here today, bringing you guys some more VGC 2021 action. Today we are rocking out with our Archeops team. In the last couple of videos, in both videos, we've had some great suggestions, and in this video we'll be carrying out those suggestions. First Pokemon to be looking at will be our Torkoal. No one necessarily suggested it, but I went ahead and put Earth Power over Solar Beam on it. To me, I feel like we got a lot of matchups where we needed to have that Earth Power over Solar Beam. So I'm gonna try it out in today's episodes. If you guys think we should go back to Solar Beam, let me know. Next Pokemon, you're looking at Jellicent. I was really needing a decent water type to help fight up against a Colossal team a while back, actually since last episode or something, and Jellicent kind of fit that spot almost too perfectly, actually. We get Water Spout, which just checks that Colossal completely. This is a little bit more of a bulkier Jellicent, that's why you see Strength Sap. It still gives us the Trick Room option with the Trick Room, and then Protect. Pretty interesting Pokemon, I could say. Next Pokemon will be the Alolan Marowak. Instead of having Boomerang, we're going to be having Burning Jealousy. Trying that out today as well. That will give us some decent matchups against almost any Dynamax Pokemon, but especially against Glastrier. Glastrier going for those Max Quakes. This Marowak is actually EV'd to live it from full health if the Glastrier doesn't have like a +1 setup or something. And then we can just go with the Burning Jealousy and it gets burnt. And then what's a Glastrier good for once it's burned, you know? We got Urshifu. Nothing's changed with this Urshifu. And then nothing's changed with Venusaur since the last video. So let's go ahead. Right here's the rental code. You guys try this team out. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys try this out, if you guys enjoyed playing with it. But let's go ahead and get into some battles. Alright, our next opponent is against either Andre or Andrea. I think it's Andrea. We have Tapu Fini, Tornadus, Metagross, Urshifu, Rotom Heat, and Neoligo. We're playing really good today. I just want you guys to know this, that I honestly think that this is probably the best set of games we've had so far with this team. And to me, I finally felt like we finally found a missing piece with this team, and this team has just went off. So thank you guys for keep on giving me these suggestions. Keep on giving suggestions too. This team is really fun to just kind of build. And what would you guys do differently with your said Archeops team? Would you run a Sun team with it, or would you try and do like a Archeops Weezing kind of combo? Let me know in the comments down below. But let's see what we can do against this team. Tapu Fini, Tornadus, Metagross, Urshifu, Rotom Heat, and Neoligo. Let's go. I'm actually having a hard time figuring this one out. Torkoal, Venusaur, Rotom, and Ursh. Yeah. We'll try that. I'm not sold on Urshifu, but then again, I was running out of time. Let's just see what happens. We'll just see what happens. That's all you can do sometimes. Tornadus and Neoligo. Alright, did we lead correctly? Yes and no. That's basically, did we lead correctly or not? I don't know. I do think us having Earth Power really helps here, because we're just able to threaten the Neoligo right off the bat. Who do I try and put asleep? Because both of these mons could go off really hard right now. In fact, I want to switch Torko out into Urshifu. And then I want to sleep Tornadus. I think that's the play. Because you do not want Neoligo to get a Beast Boost plus a Meteor Beam off. That's just not too good. Alright, so he taunts actually. Okay, that really sucks there. There's the Meteor Beam. But I don't see him picking up a KO here, at least, so we're good there. Can you miss, please? Nope. Alright, we should take that though. Yeah, we're okay there. That would have KO'd Torko though. Right here, we definitely have to expect the Tailwind option our opponent can do. Tailwind, he's probably going Dynamax, right? So what we need to try and do is Sucker Punch and Dynamax Venusaur and go for Max Quake into the Neoligo. If we can get rid of Neoligo, we're in a better spot. He could also go for Ally Switch, but I'm not going to play with Ally Switch mind games. To me, it's one of the most toxic moves in the game. We're not going to mess with that idea. We're not going to think on it because some people run it, some people don't. So we're just not going to play with that. There's the Tailwind, as predicted. Ally Switch would have went first, so we're fine there. We get our Sucker Punch off. He doesn't Dynamax, by the way. I really thought he was going to be Dynamaxing. He goes for Sludge Bomb to KO our Urshifu, which is fine as long as we get the KO on Neoligo. And then, I mean, which we do, so yeah, I'm okay taking this trade. 100%. Because Urshifu was kind of that Pokemon that I didn't really know what we were going to be doing with. So, perfect. We get Neoligo out of there. Tornadus is not as threatening. We could go into Marowak or Torko. We don't really have the speed control. So, both mons are. Let's go into Marowak. I feel like Marowak is probably the right switch in right here against Metagross. Perfect. We definitely scared that Metagross over Marowak. In fact, do we try and go for Burning Jealousy? We might as well, because I don't know if that Metagross would even stay in. Nah, I think he would stay in. Let's go for Flare Blitz. We are in the sun. We can go for a Max Quake here as well. Honestly, I see him protecting it though, max guarding. So let's go ahead and get our Vine Lash off onto that Tornadus. We'll go for Flare Blitz and into the Metagross and then Vine Lashing into the Tornadus, because really and truthfully, I was expecting him to stay in, but I honestly think I expect to see a big Max Quake here, and he's going to be trying to go for a flying attack into our Venusaur, trying to get him a little bit weaker. But that's not going to be the big case because we do have our Copa Berry. There was no Max Guard either, so that kind of sucks. Let's see what happens then. Here comes our Vine Lash. We get some nice damage on that Tornadus. One more of those, we can get the KO for sure. Max Quake into Marowak. Honestly, can Marowak live this? There we go. There we go. Veku, you better be proud of me, man, for training this Marowak the right way. Look at that. Flare Blitz. One-hit KOs on that Metagross as well. That is so nasty. That is great. Thank you for that suggestion, by the way, on the EV spread, because that was hands down all you right there, my man. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, let's go in that Torkoal now. Tapu Fini. Okay. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I got a Venusaur here on the field versus a Tapu Fini. It's not good favor for my opponent. We do have one more turn of Dynamax. Right here, I'm not... Tornadus will be moving first, but his Air Slash didn't do that much damage. I do know we had the Cobra Berry and all of that, but right here I think all you gotta do is protect Torkoal, Vine Lash into the Tornadus. He may try and double into your Venusaur, into our Venusaur, but yeah, I think even if he does, there's not much damage he can do, right? Yeah, I was expecting a protect there, though. That's fine. So yeah, we should be able to pick up the KO on this Tornadus now. Yeah, that still didn't do that much damage. And that just picks up the KO, because once the vines come out, he's just fainted. So that's huge. So and then Tapu Fini. So now we have to hit a Frenzy Plant. Which, I mean, I still don't see Tapu Fini putting that much pressure on us. You know, Tapu Fini's definitely not gonna... It doesn't have enough offensive powers to KO Venusaur from where we're at anyway. So let's just Earth Power. We'll go for a Frenzy Plant. And we don't miss, so that's pretty much GG. Yes! Vacuum, man. Thanks for the Marowak spread. It's awesome, by the way. Alright, our next opponent has been found. It's against Polar. He's rocking out with that Thunderous, Whimsicott, Tapu Fini, Incineroar, Urshifu, and Glastrier. Alright, let's see what we can do against this. Definitely interesting to see if we want to try and go Trick Room or not against this. I'm okay with it. We'll try and beat them at their own game. You know, you see that Glastrier, he wants that Trick Room up. We'll try and beat Glastrier at its own game. We'll bring in Venusaur in the back, and we'll go for it. Alright, let's see how everything plays out. So he leads Thunderous and Whimsicott versus our Marowak and Jellicent. He cannot go for those electric attacks. And we can go ahead and go for Trick Room. And I have no problem going for a big Burning Jealousy play whatsoever right here. This burns the Sash on the Whimsicott. If Thunders happens to be the Focus Sash mon, then we burn his Sash. If he goes for like Max Knuckle or something, we burn him. That's pretty much how this plays out. Like, he can go for like Max Knuckle. I hope he ain't trying to go for Max Lightning, because we have this Marowak on the field, you know. That wouldn't be very smart on him, but honestly, he shouldn't be going for Max Knuckle either. See what he's doing. Worry Seed. That gives us Insomnia. The ability Insomnia, don't it? Lightning Rod to... Oh, that's so smart. There's the Max Lightning into Jellicent. Jellicent don't take that. Ooh. That's a good turn. That's a great turn by our opponent. A move that we usually don't see anymore comes back to bite me in the butt a little bit. Worry Seed Whimsicott. Very, very interesting. Right here, I think we have to go into Torko. And we're going to be Dynamaxing Marowak in this game. We can go for a either Protect or Switch. Torko is probably not going to be taking any attack. So we'll go into Venusaur. And then we'll definitely Dynamax. Max Flare into the Thunderous, hopefully to try and take this thing out. I wanted the Sun Up to basically power our Max Flare because, you know, I know Marowak hits super hard, but with Max Flare up, or with the Sun already up, he's just going to be hitting that much harder. So definitely need as much power right here as possible because I do not want this Thunders to get going on us. Whimsicott will go for Protect. I'm not too worried about you at the moment, Whimsicott. I need this Thunders off the board. There's the Max Darkness. We should take that, right? Oh, we take that nicely. Now, what would be crazy if he activated a weakness policy? That would be crazy. That would be kind of cool. But, nope. Not going to happen. But, we almost pick up the KO onto that Thunderous. I don't believe he set up any speed control yet either, has he? No, he went for Max Lightning, then Max Darkness. He can go for... He can easily go for Tailwind, though. Easily. Let's go into a Protect. No. That don't do me nothing. Let's go in Frenzy Plant, Thunderous, Flare, Whimsicott. Worry Seed. That's fine. I'm not going to go for the sleep attack on you. So that tells me that he doesn't have, he shouldn't then have Tailwind. Or he should have went for it right there. Okay, very, very interesting there. Max Flare into the Whimsicott. Yeah, he should have definitely went for the Tailwind there, and that would have probably outsped our Venusaur. If not, it would have been kind of close. Tapu Fini and Urshifu. Alright, so Venusaur has to recharge because we went for Frenzy Plant. Just trying to avoid doing that, but I don't think there was any better play to go for at the time. So we gotta go, and we got to we can only attack with Marowak this turn, which is fine. I'm thinking about going for, we'll just go for Max Flare into this Urshifu. I don't see Venusaur dropping this turn. We're such a high, we have so much HP, right? But Marowak drops. That's pretty bad. Should have thought about maybe max guarding, but what does that gain me in the end game? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't get me that much. Blizzard, that's a pretty weird move, but it misses. We'll go into Torko here. So, I mean, we somewhat have an advantage, but then again, they got just as much of an advantage, right? Let's go ahead. I was about to put him asleep, but I just remembered that there's a misty terrain on the field, so I can't do that. Really and truthfully, if we get rid of this Urshifu, Tapu Fini is no problem. So let's do a Heat Wave. Let's go for a Frenzy Plant into that Urshifu. Tapu Fini will go for Protect, that's fine. What's Urshifu going for? Not what he should have been. because he is KO'd. I guess, I mean, in a way, I guess he should have went for Protect as well, but, you know, that's not usually how Frenzy Plants work. Thank goodness that if it hits Protect, it doesn't have to recharge. So now, we'll just Protect Torko. Tapu Fini doesn't have nothing against Venusaur now. Usually they don't carry anything to hit Venusaur that hard. So, we'll just hit another Frenzy Plant and we should be fine. Good to go. And I think we won this basically due to us Dynamaxing Marowak and Marowak just doing so much damage. I can't say this enough, but Marowak hits so hard. Why does no one use it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I see some people use it, but then I don't see enough people. You know? So crazy. So crazy. Alright, our first opponent of the day is JJ, rocking out with a Mono Steel team, which is pretty interesting. He's rocking out with that Corviknight, Klefki, Registeel, Metagross, Stella, and Magnezone. Alright, knowing that we have 2 fire types on our team, I feel kind of comfortable, and then we also have the fighting type as well. So let's see what we want to do. We have a lot of ground moves on our team as well, actually. So this is... we're looking alright. Let's go. Let's show off the Jellicent, though. I feel like we can show off Jellicent pretty decently in this battle. Jellicent and Marowak. Have the Torko. What does Venusaur do? Against Celesteela and against Corviknight does absolutely nothing. Everything else it does do decent against. But do we want decent or do we just want to try and do good? Urshifu doesn't do much other than against the Metagross. Let's go Archeops. Let's just do that. Urshifu might have been the right play though, but he hits Urshifu kind of hard too. So Venusaur, I mean, it's argued that all 3 of those mons are good because we could put stuff asleep with Venusaur. We hit close combat with Urshifu, and then Archeops is the one that we bring in. We got Earthquake. Hopefully we can go for like Max Quake or something because other than Marowak, we don't really have a Dynamax option. So, but yeah, right here we'll try and go for Trick Room. The Klefki may try and go for Trick Room as well, so that will be some fun little interactions. And I think right here, I just kind of want to see what they're wanting to do. I'm okay, honestly, going for Burning Jealousy and just want to see what they're wanting to do, right? Or do I need a... let's just see. We can at least break a potential Focus Sash. He goes for Light Screen, so that's fine. Iron Defense. Okay, that's fine. So we're actually going to be getting the burn onto this Registeel right here. Because he upped his, that's how Burning Jealousy works. And we got our Trick Room off. Cool. Alright, cool. Everything's kind of, it looks decent. Like, I don't know how much damage we're going to be able to do to this Registeel, but we got it going. We got something. Let's see, definitely think about just going for a big Water Spout. And let's go ahead and try and get rid of this Klefki. I feel like that's our biggest threat right now. You know, it can set up screens. It probably has Light Clay, so definitely very annoying. Which it gets both screens off. But what can it do outside of setting screens? You can go ahead and start going for foul plays and stuff, though. That would not be too good. So yeah, I'm kind of glad we're getting rid of it if we can. Alright, sweet. Klefki is down. Now what's this Reggie? still want to do probably another iron defense. Yeah. The reason I'm not as worried about him is because I have Torko. I know I have Torko in the back. We could honestly try and go into hitting this thing right now too if we want to. It really just depends on who he brings in the back, who he has right here in the back. Because our water spouts are doing little damage. And I don't see a body press doing that much to this board. In fact, it can't do nothing on this board. So he has to go for a different attack. And he's not upping his attack power at all. Celesteela. Do we want to go ahead and try and burn that too? I have no problem going for another Burning Jealousy here. And there's the Dynamax. Okay. I am fine seeing that. That's good. In a way, I mean, I'm wanting to stall out his screens before I bring in Torko. So we may actually have to try and reset the Trick Room anyway. That's decent chip damage on Registeel. Here comes our Burning Jealousy. So Celesteela is faster than us outside of Trick Room. Slower than us in Trick Room, obviously. There's the Amnesia. This Registeel's gonna make himself unkillable. Alright. Hey, I'll take that. Free switch into Torko. I will gladly take that at this point of this battle. How many more turns of Trick Room is there, though? Hopefully we have a few more turns left. Let's go into Torko. Alright, so we're threatening a lot right here. Archeops is in the back, potentially our Dynamax for this game. How many more turns to Trick Room? We got 2 turns, so we're putting on a lot of pressure this turn. Let's go for a Water Spout. Even though it's in the sun, we should still be doing a lot of damage. And the Eruption. Jellicent's not mainly here to be doing a bunch of damage anyway. So I'm honestly tempted to put a Scald or something on it instead. Just to try it out. But here's our big Eruption. We go ahead, almost take out the Celesteela. Well, not Celesteela, Registeel. And then we do a lot of damage to Celesteela. And now we can take out Registeel. A lot of... Alright, Torko goes down. That's not good, though. That's not good. So we've lost both our fire types to this Celesteela. He still gets one more Pokemon in the back, too, don't he? Alright, so we gotta bring out Archeops, and he's got Corviknight in the back. Alright, this is not gonna be the easiest comeback I've ever seen. But I do think it's possible. Let's go ahead and Dynamax. We're going to want this Max Guard. We're going to have to hope that this Celesteela doesn't go into Jellicent as well. And we're going to go for a Strength Sap into the Corviknight slot. I'm just curious to see if it's honestly Magic Bounce or not. If it is, then we're going to have to play around that too a little bit. And more than likely it is, but we'll at least play and see. So here's our Strength Sap. I don't know if Magic Bounce would activate in this actually. Mirror Armor, my bad. That's what it was. But hey, we still get our HP back. Okay, I'll take it. There's the taunt into Jellicent. That's fine. Max Steel Spike into Archeops. Thank you. Now, Celesteela is around half its HP. How he was playing this makes me think that it's a really offensive Celesteela and not so much bulky investments. Trick Room is over. Yes. Plus, I can't set it up anyway. We're forced to go for the Water Sprout. Let's go from Max Rockfall into Celesteela. And let's see how much damage this does. Hopefully this is a clean KO. Looky there. Fantastic critical hit. I don't know if that crit mattered or not. To tell you the honest truth, I really don't know. Iron Head into... Ooh, we took it. We take it. We're good. Here comes the Water Spout. Big damage. That's not bad damage. That's good damage right there. I mean, coming from a Jellicent, that's really good damage. We get one more. And we're putting on a lot of pressure by going for... I mean, this is our last turn of Dynamax, so he's forced to either go for Protect, right? He may not have it, you know? It doesn't look like he has it. He might be Assault Vested, too. Look at that damage. Iron Head, now you're going into Archeops, but you didn't check our Jellicent. And he might be a Rusa as well. That might be why. But either way, look at that. Getting the KO with Jellicent, Archeops, and the in-game. Fantastic stuff.